Welcome back to Historia Prime Channel, your gateway to the untold narratives of our past and present. As we traverse the annals of history, we are confronted with stories both triumphant and tragic, stories that shape the very fabric of our society. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover a topic veiled in secrecy and steeped in controversy. In the corridors of power and the annals of academia, there exists a narrative often overlooked, a narrative of struggle, resilience in the face of adversity. It is a narrative that speaks to the indomitable spirit of a people whose voices have been silenced and whose stories have been relegated to the margins of history. But here, on Historia Prime Channel, we refuse to let these stories languish in obscurity. We are committed to shining a light on the forgotten chapters of our collective past, to amplifying the voices of those whose stories have been silenced. Today's topic is no exception. It is a topic that strikes at the heart of our nation's conscience, a topic that demands our attention and our scrutiny. It is a topic that has been shrouded in secrecy, obscured by layers of misinformation and misconception. But we refuse to be deterred by the veil of silence that surrounds this topic. We refuse to let the truth be obscured by the fog of ignorance. Here, on Historia Prime Channel, we are dedicated to uncovering the truth, no matter how uncomfortable or inconvenient it may be. So join us, dear viewers, as we embark on this journey of discovery. Let us peel back the layers of secrecy and controversy. Let us shine a light on the untold narratives that lie beneath. It is only by confronting the past that we can hope to build a better future. Welcome to Historia Prime Channel, where the stories of our past come alive. Welcome to a journey of discovery, enlightenment, and truth. Certainly, let's delve further into the concept of justice and the significance of recent developments. This extended introduction sets the stage for the exploration of the topic, emphasizing the channel's commitment to uncovering forgotten narratives and shedding light on important, but often overlooked aspects of history. Imagine a world where justice isn't just a lofty ideal, but a tangible reality. It's a world where the scales are finally balanced, where the voices of the marginalized are heard, and where accountability is not just a buzzword, but a guiding principle. Recent reports suggest that such a world may be closer than we think. In the hallowed halls of power, a monumental decision looms large, poised to reshape the very essence of our nation's narrative. Behind closed doors, away from the prying eyes of the public, a seismic shift is underway. It's a shift fueled by a growing momentum, a groundswell of support for a cause that has long been relegated to the shadows. The implications of this decision are profound, reverberating far beyond the confines of legislative chambers and political debates. At its core, it represents a reckoning with our past, a recognition of the injustices that have plagued our society for far too long. It's a recognition that the wounds inflicted by centuries of oppression cannot simply be ignored or swept under the rug. But more than that, it's a beacon of hope, a glimmer of light in an often dark and tumultuous world. It's a testament to the power of collective action, to the belief that change is not only possible but inevitable. As we stand on the precipice of this historic moment, let us not forget the struggles and sacrifices of those who came before us. Let us honor their legacy by continuing the fight for justice, by holding those in power accountable, and by never wavering in our commitment to a better, more equitable future. So let us embrace this moment with open hearts and open minds. Let us stand together in solidarity, united in our quest for a world where justice reigns supreme. If recent events have taught us anything, it's that change is not only possible but necessary. And together, we have the power to make it a reality. This expanded passage delves deeper into the concept of justice and the significance of recent developments, emphasizing their transformative potential and the collective responsibility to strive for a more equitable society. The proposed reparations for Black Americans represent a watershed moment in our collective consciousness. It's a moment that transcends mere policy or politics. It's a profound acknowledgement of the historical injustices that have plagued our society for centuries. For too long, the scars of slavery and institutionalized racism have been ignored and dismissed by those in positions of power. But now, at this critical juncture in history, we have an opportunity to confront our past boldly and chart a course toward a future rooted in equity and justice. However, it's important to recognize that this moment isn't just about financial compensation. While the monetary aspect is significant, it's merely a tangible manifestation of a much deeper acknowledgement. It's an acknowledgement of the enduring legacy of slavery and systemic racism on generations of African Americans, a legacy that extends far beyond the realm of economics. It encompasses the profound economic, social, and psychological toll exacted by centuries of oppression upon Black communities. As we anticipate the implementation of these reparations, questions naturally arise. How will this monumental endeavor be financed? What criteria will delineate eligibility? And perhaps most crucially, what far-reaching ramifications will these reparations impart upon our societal landscape? The answers to these questions are complex and multifaceted. The financing of reparations will undoubtedly require careful consideration and innovative approaches. It may involve a combination of public funds, private contributions, and perhaps even restructuring of existing systems to ensure a fair and equitable distribution of resources. Similarly, determining eligibility criteria will require sensitivity and nuance. While ancestry and historical context will undoubtedly play a role, other factors, such as socioeconomic status and community impact, may also be taken into account. The goal is to ensure that those most affected by historical injustices receive the support and recognition they rightfully deserve. And as for the ramifications of these reparations, the possibilities are both profound and far-reaching. Beyond the immediate economic impact, they have the potential to catalyze broader societal changes. They can foster healing and reconciliation, empower marginalized communities, and inspire a renewed commitment to dismantling systemic barriers to equality and justice. But perhaps most importantly, they send a powerful message: that the voices of the oppressed will no longer be silenced, that their struggles will no longer be ignored, and that true justice is not just a lofty ideal but an achievable reality. As we navigate the complexities of this historic moment, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to truth, justice, and reconciliation. Let us seize this opportunity to confront our past, heal our wounds, and build a future where every individual, regardless of race or background, can thrive and flourish. This expanded passage delves deeper into the significance of reparations, emphasizing their symbolic and transformative impact on both individual lives and broader societal structures. It highlights the complexity of implementing such reparations and the potential for far-reaching positive change. Certainly, let's craft a compelling call to action to conclude the discussion. It is high time for the government to own up to its historical transgressions. The echoes of slavery and Jim Crow laws persist, casting long shadows of inequality and injustice over our society. Reparations offer not just a chance to redress these wrongs, but a moral imperative to acknowledge the immeasurable debt owed to Black Americans. It is the first step in a broader journey of healing and reconciliation. However, let us not fall into the trap of believing that monetary compensation alone can rectify centuries of systemic racism. While reparations constitute a crucial facet of addressing historical injustices, they represent just one piece of a multifaceted puzzle. True justice necessitates a comprehensive overhaul of the systems and structures that perpetuate the marginalization and disenfranchisement of Black communities. As the discourse unfolds, one fact remains irrefutable: the conversation surrounding reparations is far from concluded. It beckons us to engage, to interrogate, and to envision a future where equity and justice prevail. What are your reflections on this epochal development? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. But our work doesn't stop here. True change requires action. It requires every one of us to lend our voices to the cause of justice and equality. So I urge you to join the conversation, to speak out against injustice, and to advocate for meaningful change in your communities and beyond. And remember, your support is crucial in amplifying these important conversations. Like, share, and subscribe to Historia Prime Channel to stay informed and engaged. Together, we can build a future where equity and justice are not just aspirations, but realities. Thank you for watching, and until next time, let us continue to strive for a world where every voice is heard, and every individual is treated with dignity and respect.